last left off, if any man have ears to hear, let him hear. That's Mark 4:23. Then I go into the principle. I heard this from some kind of investor. They called it the Matthew principle, that whoever has will get more, whoever has not will lose whatever little they have. Although that's definitely not just in Matthew, it's also in Mark and Luke. I wonder, however, if I should just put this mention of it wherever it was in Matthew. Although I think that's actually at the parable of the talents, which is later. Or maybe I should move that from the parable of the talents to here. No. You know, with this verse 24 and 25 in Mark, because the first one is, with what measure you mete, it shall be measured to you. That line is clearly mentioned in the Sermon on the Mount. Which I moved to the Sermon on the Plain because it's a direct quote. I wonder if I should put this there as well. I'll just leave it. Maybe I'll change it later. I don't know. I really want to put it back to the Sermon on the Plain. Yeah, you know, I really do want to do that. I'm just gonna move it now. With what measure you mete, it shall be measured to you, and to you that hear shall more be given. That, I think, should either go, instead of here, it should go at the end of the parable of the talents, or maybe it should be repeated. Take heed therefore how you hear, for whosoever has, to him shall be given, whosoever has not, from him shall be taken even that which he seems to have. To you that hear shall more be given, for he that has, to him shall be given, and he that has not, from him shall be taken even that which he has. Yeah, it really seems like it's just an extra insert. It doesn't follow with what was mentioned before. Let your light shine, and the wheat and the tares in the parable of the sower. I really think this should go with the parable of the talents. Unless I find out that it actually is in Mark and Luke as well. But I don't think so. I just don't. So I'm just not going to put that here. I left out the verse from Mark and Luke. To you that hear shall more be given, for he that has, to him shall be given, he that has not, from him shall be taken even that which he has. And a similar verse is in Luke. Take heed therefore how you hear, for whosoever has, to him shall be given, whosoever has not, from him shall be taken even that which he seems to have. I remember I said something about the fact that those words are at the end of the parable of the talents in Matthew. I don't know if they're in any other gospel. However, this phrase is here in the same instance when Jesus is explaining these parables in Matthew 13:12. For whosoever has, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance, but whosoever has not, from him shall be taken away, even that he has. So all three, Matthew, Mark, and Luke now, have this phrase in this scenario. I think it's twice in Matthew. I think it might even be twice in Luke. The parable of the talents. talents are explained a bit differently in Luke. Here it is, chapter 19. Yeah, in Luke it says, he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds. For I say to you that every one which has shall be given, from him that has not, even that he has shall be taken away from him. It's also in Matthew. So, all the more reason to have it twice, because it is twice in Matthew and Luke. So I'm just going to add this, instead of leave it out and only have it once later. The question is where? Matthew has it right after the very first verse of his explanation. Because it is given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. And then this verse. But after it, he goes into a further explanation of what he just said earlier. Therefore I speak to them in parables. I guess it could go there. But Mark and Luke agree that it comes right after he speaks about not putting a candle under a bushel or under a bed. Also after, there is nothing hidden which shall not be made manifest, neither anything kept secret, but that should come abroad. That's Mark. Luke, no man when he has lighted a candle covers it with a vessel or puts it under a bed, but on a candlestick. Next verse, nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hidden that shall not be known and come abroad. And both of them then have this statement, whosoever has to him shall be given. For he that has to him shall be given. So that's where I'll put it. Mark and Luke agree, that's the majority witness. I'll just go with that.